Welcome to the Survivor to Thriver show with your happiness expert, Samia Bano. Do you feel stuck, silent, and stressed? Is something hurting your heart and soul? Are you burning yourself out? If so, you are in the right place because this is the podcast people from all over the world join in to learn exactly how to stop suffering and start living with inner peace and joy. Let's get started. We have been talking about the need for power and control over our own lives and our own well-being. And today we are going to continue to talk about that, but we're going to shift our focus and our approach in how we talk about it. I actually want to talk about a problem or challenge that can come in our way and really compromise our experience of power and control, our ability to exercise power and control in our own life effectively. And this is the issue and challenge of not having a sense of clarity of our life meaning and purpose. What am I talking about? Okay. So look, one of the things that I hope I was able to communicate clearly with you over the last so many episodes is that we need to be able to experience the sense of power and control in our lives, right? It's a core human essential need. And if we are not meeting our needs, these kinds of core essential human needs, then it compromises our ability to experience inner peace and joy. It creates the disharmony in our lives, which disturbs our inner peace and joy. The cool thing is that no matter what the circumstances are, we can always meet this need for power and control in our lives by focusing our attention on controlling and exercising power over what we can always control, what we can always exercise power over. And that is our own selves. Our own beliefs, our own thoughts, our own emotions, and our own behaviors. Our own self. We always have the power to control and direct our own self as we desire, as we want. But the thing is that if you're going to control and direct yourself, you need to also have a clear sense of where you're directing yourself to. You need to have a sense of meaning and purpose, a vision, a goal towards which you are shaping yourself, towards which you're molding yourself in terms of like whatever your current state of thoughts and beliefs and feelings and behaviors are. If you're going to change them to something else, are you going to just create random change? Just instead of thinking the thoughts you're thinking, just start thinking other random things? Instead of feeling the way you're feeling now, just start directing your feelings to experience just other random things. If you're going to change your beliefs, what are you going to change your beliefs to? You need to have a goal, a sense of purpose, a sense of direction for what you're going to change to and why you're going to change the way that you're going to change, right? Especially because you need to know that the way that you're going to change, the new direction that you are going to go in, is not going to take you somewhere even worse. You know, like the saying that you can sometimes drop from the frying pan into the fire. So it's like you were in a bad situation first, but then you end up going somewhere even worse. And it can happen so easily in our lives. I mean, can you think of situations where this may have happened with you? Where, you were unhappy and stuck somewhere, but then you took action to get yourself out of there, but unfortunately where you ended up was even worse. It's like, I don't know, I mean, let's see. For example, coping mechanisms. This can come up a lot in the ways that survivors of abuse and other trauma try to cope with their trauma, right? So it's like, okay, so you experience that trauma, really bad situation. And the memories of it, like, are hurting, they're haunting you. You don't want that. You don't want to feel that hurt. You don't want to feel that sense of pain and suffering. So what do? You take action to do what you can to reduce that sense of pain and suffering in your life. And maybe you do that by taking drugs, starting to drink, or starting to engage in other kinds of like reckless behavior, because in those moments when you are behaving recklessly, or when you are drinking, or when you are on high, or feeling high because you have taken that drug, it numbs that sense of pain. It allows you to forget for a while that sense of suffering and trauma that you experienced. So it's like, okay, it's helping to some extent, but unfortunately what happens is that these kind of coping mechanisms end up doing more harm than good. They work in the short term, but in the long term, they end up doing more harm than good. You have like all these unintended consequences. So, it's like not only now have you not managed to fully resolve your feelings of hurt and sense of suffering and pain from the trauma, but now things have become worse because maybe now your other relationships have become also compromised, as you've become more distant from other people in your life who were perhaps even loving and caring and wanting to help you, but because of the problems with your drinking or reckless behavior in other ways, it's like they don't know how to handle you anymore or help you in that state. And or maybe you end up compromising your health because of the drugs or the reckless behavior, or you end up in some other kind of bigger trouble in your life. It's like, from the fire, from the pan into the fire. So it's so important. It's like, and the reason why this would happen, why something like this may happen, is because you're acting to meet your needs, your legitimate needs, your valid needs, yes, but you are doing it without a sense of clear purpose and meaning, without having, not necessarily without a sense of clear purpose and meaning. I mean, you have a purpose. It's like, I don't want to feel the pain anymore. But the problem is that it's a very narrow focus. It's a very narrow perspective on what's happening with your life and what your life is about. You see, you can so easily lose perspective of the big picture. And so it's like you end up acting in ways that it's like helping you a little bit in this area, a little narrow part of your life, but it just throws you completely off track with regards to the big picture of your life, right? And why would this happen? Is like because you're not clear about what the big picture of your life is. If you're not clear, consciously connected to what the big picture of your life is, there is no hope that you can even maintain perspective on it, right? It's like if you do know what your life meaning and purpose is, if you are aware of the big picture context of your life, you can still lose focus on it. But at least if you know what it is, you can stop yourself at any given point in time and regain that big picture perspective, redirect yourself to be more in alignment with that big picture perspective. But if you don't even know what that big picture perspective is, you cannot do any of that. So having a sense of clarity of our life meaning and purpose can not only compromise your ability to exercise effective power and control in your life, but it is also in itself a core essential human need that we have. And so we come back to this point again of we all have core essential human needs. And if these needs are not being met, we cannot create and maintain the kind of inner peace and joy that we seek and desire in our lives. And guys, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, pointed this out before, but I'm going to point it out again now and probably many more times in the future, because it's just that important to realize that inner peace and joy are results. They are results. They're results of our living in ways where our needs are being met. See? Needs are being met. If all your needs are being met, you will experience inner peace and joy. If all your needs are not being met, you're not going to experience inner peace and joy. And this is actually a good thing. This is a good thing because, remember, your feelings are signals. They're signals from your entire self, your heart, your mind, your soul. The good feelings are letting you know that you're on the right track, you're headed in the right direction, you're working and acting in ways that are helping you meet your needs. So keep doing more of that, whatever it is that's making you feel so good. And the negative feelings are what we label as negative feelings. They are just giving you the message that, hey, you're getting off track, you're headed in the wrong direction, there's some need that's not being met, pay attention, change directions, change the way you're thinking, feeling, behaving, so that we can get back in alignment with our life meaning and purpose, get back on the path that allows us to experience inner peace and joy in our lives and go deeper in that experience. So pay attention to your feelings. Never, never, ever, ever, ever ignore your feelings or try to suppress them or deny them. Your feelings are your friends, and they're giving you very, very important messages that you need to honor and live in alignment with. So if some of the thoughts you're having, the feelings you're having, you're not feeling content, you're not feeling the sense of fulfillment, you're not feeling inner peace and joy, and some of the thoughts, the accompanying thoughts with these feelings are, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I matter. I don't know why my life matters. I don't know why anything matters. If you're struggling with these kinds of thoughts, this is an indication that you do not have a sense of clarity around your life meaning and purpose. That you're not meeting this core essential need of being clear on your life meaning and purpose. And that is what is generating those thoughts, and that is what's generating those feelings. That's what's disturbing your inner peace and joy. If you're experiencing this problem, please stop right now. Stop struggling with it on your own. Because here's the thing, guys. If you could have figured this out on your own, you already would have figured this out on your own. So the fact that you are struggling with this, that you have been continuing to struggle with it for as long as you have, is an indication that you need some help and support. And the question is, where are you going to go to get the help and support that you need so that you can become more clear on your life meaning and purpose and get back in alignment with the straight path of your life, the path that best allows you to live inner peace and joy and deepen in that experience? Where are you going to go? Brainstorm some solutions, some potential people, some potential resources that you can use. And I want to help you out here by pointing out that I'm a resource, I'm a person that you can connect to for this purpose as well. If you're serious about it, if you want my help and support with it, then connect with me and let me know that you want this, you need this in your life. And what I will do is I'll give you the gift of my time and my attention in the form of our going through an inner peace strategy session together. I will take you through an inner peace strategy session in which we identify whatever the root cause of your challenge is that's disturbing your inner peace. We identify a clear solution for it, and we even identify practical, quick, easy, and essential next steps that you can take to implement the solution in your life. Okay, so connect with me, and when you connect with me, let me know that you want to take advantage of this offer that I'm making you of going through an inner peace strategy session with me. Just go to my website at www.academyofthriving.com, and from our contact us page, you'll see different options for how you can connect with me. You can call, set up a phone call, you can email me, Facebook me, Twitter, but make sure you let me know that you actually want to have an inner peace strategy session. And then we will make it happen. We will set up a time for when we can get on the phone and do it together. All right? So until we connect next time, I wish you lots of peace and joy.